Hello, world. This is episode 4 of Brick by Brick. I'm here with my friend, my brother, my coach, Giandy. This episode is on employee or business owner. So I believe that Giandy is going to give me some clarity on the business owner side. I've been employee most of my life, or all my life, basically, as I started working, job after job. I always thought success was just getting the next raise, constantly making more money. The raises, I started out as like $13 an hour. Now I'm making like 20 plus. And I seen that as success. So that was my whole goal of being successful, was constantly getting like the next pay raise. And I felt like I was always worth more. Even like $13 an hour, I always felt I was worth more. But my worth was always just getting the next dollar. So now that's why I'm really excited for this episode, and I believe that you'll give the world clarity and you'll give me clarity as well. When I first met you at the gym, you were talking to me, well, not first met you, but as we continue to build our relationship, you always said one phrase, and you always told me the best investment you can make is on yourself. And I never understood that. Even when we was talking about jobs or anything, I never understood. You always said the best investment you can make is on yourself. And now I'm starting to gain more knowledge on that now that I'm around the team and everything along those lines. And the thing is, what changed from there and what changed now is I'm a business owner. So now I have struggles with my mind, both just struggling. I should say that it's like clashing. Both of my minds is clashing from employee and being a business owner. And I still have to like knock some stuff down, just change my circle as well. Although I'm around more positive people, I'm still like around, have other people in my circle who might be negative towards the vision. And it's my duty to separate that. Relationship requires separation. So do you feel like between an employee and a business perspective that everybody could do it? Or like, do you feel like the lines like of the lifestyle, like is it a must to be a business owner?
It all depends of what you want for yourself. Like you said, at one point in your life, success was that next pay raise. And just you said a coach, brother, who as a coach simplifies life for you. The only book I recommended you was
Cash Flow Quadrant.
All the information of everything you said is in that book. I said the best investment you can make is on yourself. Simple. Most people be like, is real estate the best investment? Is stocks the best investment? The real question is, are you a good investor? You feel me? And then is switching, you said you're clashing right now. In the cash flow quadrant, it also talks about when you change quadrant, it's often a change of who you are at your core. You already learned, now you have to unlearn and relearn in order to transition and be successful on that right side of the cash flow quadrant.
So be, do, have.
Correct.
Okay, so why do people need to become a business owner other than employee?
Ooh, I'm gonna clap back at you with another question. What's the worst feeling of you being an employee?
Being told what to do.
Being told what to do, what else?
Having to wake up and having to go to a job and work for other people's dreams.
Working for somebody else's dreams. So as a business, that's where you turn your passion and you can serve others with what you love to do. As an employee, you're not free. You don't have time freedom. There's no way for you to be free. People want financial freedom, but it starts being mentally free. How could you be mentally free if you have a boss, you have somebody you have to obey to, or simply people that run your life because they controlling your time? Manage your time, manage your life. So I feel as why is it important to become a business owner? You'll never be free until you become a business owner. And the position we're in now, because I'm going to include you as well, we're helping people become the business. We're working your personal brand and giving back your experience, your knowledge. If they don't learn through me, maybe they can learn through you. If they don't learn through you, they can learn somebody else, through Carlos, this and that. But best believe somebody's going to resonate with our message.
Yeah, because everybody's journey is different and people may not receive from a person. So you need different people in an organization so we all could reach the same message. So that could also motivate people to take the step. Correct. A lot of people are in fear mode. They don't want to take that first step. I took the step, I took the risk, but now I'm in it now. So now I have to continue to do work as well. So what are the skills that you feel like you need to be a business owner?
To be a business owner, leadership skills, communication skills, and closing skills. Closing is cash flow. Cash flow is the blood of the system. Communication, as a business owner, if you have an idea and you don't communicate, there's no way for it to happen. And leadership skills, as a business owner, you own a system and process that works for you. So you don't have no leadership skills, then the business is going to own you. Whereas if you have leadership skills, then you could delegate stuff. That's why if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. What do you prefer to be? The person following? Well, you prefer to be the person being told what to do or telling others what to do?
Others what to do, of course.
So it's leading the pack instead of being part of the pack.
You said something about communication, and I remember you sending me a video on Andrew Tate about communication. And in the video, he says you must be a master communicator. And he also talked about the skill of having a thought in your mind and putting that thought in other people's mind and how powerful that is. And I feel like that's really important in running a business. Also, having EQ, like over like IQ. EQ is like also important. Learning other people, how to move other people and learning how to deal with other people.
1,000%.
A question to you is, as a little kid, have you or growing up, did you ever dream of owning your own business?
That's a good question. Actually, never. When I was younger, never wanted to go to the NBA. To me, it was impossible. So I always I set an account. First, I said I wanted to be a cop to help my dad, save him from the troubles, the headaches from the cops. Then it was an accountant. I loved math. Then as I got older, it was real estate when I was in high school, still lost. And then when I came across Carlos, it was like, he's doing something. What is he doing that is giving him those fruits of his labor? What's his craft? And business is serving, business is spiritual. So at the end of the day, who do you think makes more? The person that thought the idea of a building or the person that's working in the building?
Person who thought it.
But that's a business, because now the 4 levels of value creation, implementation, people that do the work, unification, that's where the business comes in. Because you're either a manager, you're telling people what to do, a leader. Then communication. My people perish because of lack of knowledge. But now we're working our personal brand and we're working our communication skills. And we're creating value through that. And then imagination. An idea is just a dream without execution. We can close the distance between an idea and money. That's why we're successful.
Currently, what level do you think you are in those levels?
Simple, imagination and communication. I'm sitting here just giving my knowledge back to the world, the work that I put in it for myself. And believe it or not, that's why with you as well. I could see you as a coach, but you don't see yourself because you still haven't done that inner work. Nothing personal. When people don't do their inner work, they think that they're not capable of that. Like me, if I look back now with the mindset I have now, I could have gone to the NBA, but my mindset wasn't there. It wasn't possible. I couldn't see past my eyes.
Yeah, I didn't want to cut you off because I was going to ask you, why do you seem like it was impossible? And based on what you told me, it seemed like what you went through in life and what you love, that's the thing you want to do as a career.
I love
now
ball.
Being around Carlos, you want to be something else. You want to be a business owner. So the people you have around basically is putting your mindset in place of what you want to do and your purpose.
I'm just a life coach. I want to inspire dreams to others and tell them, hey, it's possible and we can help you. Be that person that I never had in my life. Now I have it. And it's also in the cash flow quadrant. It says it's very important to train your mind to see what your eyes cannot. That's why it's walk by faith, not by sight. What we see right now, it's not the bigger picture. But if you could train your mind for that end goal, what it is that you want, your world's going to be your oyster. Because you're going to have that end goal in the back of your mind, delayed gratification versus instant gratification. And that's the difference between an employee and a business owner. I would teach you to be rich. You can't get rich overnight. Most people want to be lottery winners. They want that overnight success. They want it instant. But easy come.
Easy go. Fast money is not good money.
Money's a drug. Money's a drug. And if you got accustomed to getting it as an employee, that's how you're going to get it. But business owner, money is a byproduct of value creation.
Why you see money as a drug? Is it addictive or?
Money's addictive, bro. That's why in employees, why do you think, how you said, you looked at success as getting a paycheck, getting a raise and you're paid? Because to you, that's the only way you was taught to get money. Why you think all these drug dealers and stuff like that? That's all they know. Ignorance is the most expensive thing.
Is money important to you?
Of course, money is important. Money is a tool, but money is just a tool. Money is not everything, but yes, it's important. Without money, we wouldn't have this equipment where we are right now. Money is an exchange of value. Let's say, look at these books. I will teach you to be rich. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Without money, you can't buy the book. So money is essential in today's age, but it isn't everything. That's why, especially me, I'm gonna use myself when it comes to the religion. We're taught that money is evil.
The love of money.
The love of money. But then I think it's foolish to spend your whole life working for money instead of just creating value. Rather attract than chase. Why spend your whole life working for money when you could just take that risk, become a business owner? Not gonna happen overnight, but if you work and stay consistent, stay persistent, and you're dedicated to your dreams, your goals, it's gonna happen. Everything comes down to how bad you want it.
And you didn't always think like this, correct? You were an employee as well?
Of course not. I was once an employee. And I seen that wasn't gonna get me anywhere. So what do I have to do? I gotta switch quadrants. I gotta switch my mindset. I gotta switch who I am at my core. Everything that I learned, I have to unlearn 95% of those things and relearn.
Would you say it's like a step-by-step process on how to become a business owner, or it's different for everybody?
Everybody is different because it's a change at your core. Business owner, you'll never be free until you become a business, but it's also you have to be balling. You got to be all in. You can't compare somebody with 1 foot in and 1 foot out versus somebody that's 2 feet in. Who you think is going to move more faster? The person giving it their all, or the person giving 50%, 60%?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people people are comfortable being employees because when they have like security, they have benefits, steady income. They don't have to worry about that risk because they already know that paycheck is coming. So they also have like room for improvement. They want to build a corporate ladder. So people see that as a success. Like I said before, like I wasn't like building a corporate ladder. I have been like supervisor before, and I worked my way up to that. I saw that as success as well. So in the business, what do you see success as like, in a business standpoint?
Business, simple. My goal, if you want to buy into that vision, which I think you have, is to build an empire and leave a legacy. To me, business is how many people can I impact? How many people can I serve? What do I do for a living? How may I help you? Answer a question with a question. Now, my question to you is, what made you become a business owner? What made you want to take that risk and start this journey?
I definitely wanted something different for myself. Like as I said before, I was constantly just working as an employee. And before you guys, I was always looking at like motivational speakers who are business owners, but I never took that action. I never took that step.
What motivated you to take that action to just throw yourself in the ocean?
Well, just the people that I surround myself with, I started changing my mind. I didn't really have clarity, but I just decided just to go forward and becoming a business owner and just throw myself in the fire, basically. And whatever the outcome was, I was okay with it because I know that I was trying to do something better for myself. So I didn't let that fear come in between me becoming a business owner because I wanted better for myself. That's the main reason why I wanted to be a business owner, just do better by me.
And as you can see, here is not about having, what's worth here is not having the money. It's about the relationship. The little chump change, though, that's not what's important. What's important is the person you're going to become. If you put in the work, that's more fulfilling than me than just a quick pay. That long-term game. If we go at it, we keep going no matter what, we stay together. We may clash heads. We may not see eye to eye in moments, but we can always come back and grow. That's why communication is important. Communication is listening and talking, but it's a balance. Not too much, not too little. Now, the next question to you is, how are you managing the transition from employee to business owner? Because you're still, I don't want to say you're 50-50. It's like 60-40. Because obviously, the man who works all day has no time to make money. You may say that being in a job, you're not distracted, but it drains all your energy. So how are you managing that balance? Even
while I was in the business, I was obviously still an employee, but I feel like it wasn't really affecting me. But now I realize it is affecting me because I can't record as much as I would want to, or like be around the team, or even record on other podcasts, not just my own. So because I had to be somewhere and I had to work for other people's dream, I had to be stationed there. Even though if I'm not doing too much, I'm just sitting there, I still have to be there. And I could be improving my life and also others and be that light, like in the darkness. So that's affected me a lot because I have a schedule. Cause
Do you make your schedule?
No, I don't make my
It's harder as an employee, business owner, you're free. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you good. Yeah, so I don't make my schedule, but they make my schedule. So I have to be there. And so also like being a business owner, I want to just have more knowledge, to know how to be in. I don't want to work in the business. I want to work on the business. So the business is myself. We are the business. So I want to keep building myself, but I can't because it's the field that I'm in. I'm a BHT, behavioral health technician. And while around you guys, I just see a big problem with this at the job because I'm working with clients who have problems, and that brings negativity towards me. Something happened between a client, like they want to talk to me about it, and then it's my job basically to be around that. So it's just negative. It's negative energy, and sometimes I just want to say I don't want to hear it, but it's my job. So it also is affecting me in that area as well.
And what's the problem that you see with those clients?
Well, these are clients who have been using drugs and alcohol. So these are people who are escaping reality. They're using drugs and alcohol to escape reality. And now I'm around that now. Me personally, I never really used drugs or alcohol. I've never been.
That's good, bro.
Yeah, I never got drunk before. It just was never my thing. But I'm still around it. And those people are really not in my circle, but those people I'm around.
You still have access to.
I'm around them more than I'm around you guys. And that's not good.
And the only reason I ask you that because the biggest problem in this world, the only problem in this world is a mind problem, including myself. That's why when it comes to drugs, it's not a sensitive topic. They could take it the wrong way, but I was once there and I learned it from you. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. It's about who we serve. What are we feeding our energy into? As an employee, I don't like bringing the biblical talk into that, but it's at the end of the day, you can't serve two masters. So how are you going to put money before God? Believe it or not, because it's no way for you. Yes, you could serve God, but at the end of the day, the first thing on your mind when you wake up, I got to go to work. You can't think, I got a schedule. I'm going to read the Bible at this time. I'm going to take time. I'm going to take devotional time for God. You could do it as an employee, but it's more difficult because your work-life balance is not in your hands for as much as you would like to be or as much as you think it will be.
Even when I try to do the calendar, I did fail at doing the things on my calendar. Like the first step I took was making the calendar. And even looking at my calendar, the biggest thing I have to do is work. From that 3 to the midnight is the biggest highlighted on the platform is work. And that's also the draining energy as well. Even though I'm not doing much, my job, I have to drive sometimes like an hour away. And then I'm getting off at midnight to drive another hour back home. And then I get home and I'm tired. So then that I often like take naps, especially when I was working 2 jobs. And the thing is, when I was working 2 jobs and I was around you guys, I'm like, all right, when I leave this first job or when this job is seasonal, so when it's over, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna be working on myself. And after that job was over, that was not the case because I already got into like a system of like just napping all the time or working that other job 6 to 1, just constantly working. So I wasn't really working on myself like I should. I kept working on other people's dreams again instead of working on myself, working on my brand, working on my business.
Your mind was already programmed. Your body was already accustomed to that system you had in place for you. Now, obviously, you're in a different case because I stopped working a year ago. Now, for you, why do you see it? Well, what do you see as more important, employee or business owner? And why do you see it, the one that you see as more important?
I feel business owner is more important because you can use your time wisely. And being a business owner, it requires you to think. As an employee, you're not thinking, you just do. You're just being told what to do. So it's like they're just moving you like pieces, like a chessboard, just moving you, whatever they want you to go. And then also, a lot of people at my job right now is getting fired. So it's like that, even though having a job, they say it's security, it's not, because they could easily just let you go.
Just a number. Just a number on the billboard. At the end of the day, when you die, they don't care. They're going to replace you right away.
If you get sick or anything, like, they're not going to care. I had an employee, a coworker, she was sick, and they tried to tell her she had to call out every day. They really don't care about her. Like, it was crazy. Then they ended up letting her go, and then she tried to fight for her job. They ended up letting her go. And then it's like corrupt, kind of, because in the beginning of the job, they make you sign a thing so you can't sue them. So that's how you know, like, something's going on in there. You know what I'm saying? Being a business owner, you don't have none of those problems.
Because you set the rules. You set the tone.
Exactly.
It's your business. You're in control.
Also, being a business owner, like I talked about being around clients, but being a business owner, you choose who you're around. And as an employee, you have to be around whoever they tell you to be around. You have to be around your coworkers. But being a business owner, it's up to you who you're around.
Correct.
You got any more questions for me?
Now, I thought you...
So I went over, step by step, how to become a business owner. Yeah, we already talked about it. It's not really step by step. It's no really a map. I know we talk about a map all the time, but so what would be the main, like, how would you get like the map like out there? Like,
simple. Everything starts with a decision. Don't want interesting people, committed people. You got to be obsessed. Because if you're just interested, or let's say you're wanting to me, or let me try this out, or you're committed, you got to make a decision. I told myself it's either this or nothing. Ain't no looking back. That's the only time you're going to clash. It's going to be times that you may want to quit, times you want to press the brake, but just never take your foot off that gas pedal. Step by step, everything's a decision. It comes down to how bad you want it. At the end of the day, I still don't have it all figured out. Nobody ever does, but as you keep growing and you keep progressing in life and you keep moving on with the vision, you just get more clarity, and clarity is power.
During your journey, did you have those voices in your head that made you want to hit the brake, or like, oh no, this is not for me?
I feel as in there've been situations that I was like, forget this, I'm through with this, but that's emotionally speaking. Got to be more logic than emotional. And that's a change of the core of who you are.
Working on your 5 pillars.
Correct. And then it's so crazy how the world works. Because I told myself, I'm going to make this happen no matter what. And then the next day, a situation come, boom. And now reflecting, it was testing my faith. But I still think that I'm still here. I'm still progressing. So like I said, it's a decision. I told myself, it's this or nothing. You chase the vision, everything will follow. But you got to put that first no matter what. Business first, pleasure second. You can't put pleasure first and business second. All right. You take care of business, business will take care of you. You don't take care of business, business ain't going to take care of you. Like if you don't go to work, you ain't going to get paid.
What would you say made you persevere through that, like the doubt? You had self-doubt, correct? So what made you like persevere through that?
Not self-doubt, but I feel like we all have that negative voices, but I always choose the positive. What makes me persevere is always, believe it or not, aside from my parents, always been myself. Because my parents already gave me the gift of life. Now it's up to me to make something happen out of my life. Like I said, there's 2 things that I fear. I fear God, and I fear being a bum on the street. So if I don't do nothing, and if I'm not productive, I'm not doing nothing with my time, then that's what's going to happen. I got to make the best out of my life. Nobody's going to take care of you how you could take care of yourself. You got to prioritize yourself. You want to be a business owner? Do it. Don't listen to people that tell you it can't be done, because they're right from their eyes. They never done it.
What does a calendar of a business owner look like?
Simple. That's an excellent question, because everybody's calendar is different. I understand as a business owner, it's either you own the business or the business owns you. So what I refer to is, it all depends on what field you're in. when it comes to business. It all depends to what field you're in. Everybody's calendar, every business owner is different.
So do you care to share yours, the calendar, or?
Mine, simple.
Yeah.
Start with devotional time. Then I go to the gym, come home, eat, and then shower. I like to eat, then digest my food, then shower. Then it's deep work. The business grows as you grow. You got a personal development. Take 2 hours, 3 hours. I always call you. And during that time, if not, contact other people. Take time for serving. And then 2 hours, usually we be creating content. And then I go home and journal and reflect.
For those watching, can you explain what deep work is?
Deep work is personally developing yourself. Like I said, 2 hours of deep work, 2-3 hours serving, communicating, talking to others, helping others, creating value for others. Deep work is you getting to know yourself, educating yourself. As in Warren Buffett reads like 6 hours per day. Why shouldn't I prioritize a golden hour for myself?
So what books do you, I know Cash Flow Quadrant.
Cash flow quadrant, cash flow quadrant, cash flow quadrant, cash flow quadrant. You gotta know how the cash flow works.
Yeah, but you said everybody's journey different, but would you prefer?
Those 2 books, I recommend Rich Dad Poor Dad and Cash Flow Quadrant. You got to understand, you could read the 40 Laws of Power, Think and Grow Rich. But why will you multiply if you don't even know how to add? You first got to learn the numbers. Everything's in steps. You can't skip steps because then you're going to be lost. You're going to be advanced and you're going to be missing areas. So you're going to be foggy. You're going to have certain knowledge, but you're still not going to be 100%. You're not going to, you got to, at the end of the day, it's about the foundation. You got to set a solid foundation. You got to understand how money works.
Do you consider yourself a fast learner or no?
I pick up on things quick, but that's why it's pain plus progress equals pain plus reflection equals progress. So you gotta like when I read, get down I highlight certain things. I told you I don't like to highlight my books, but I get a pen and paper and I start writing things that I learned because you reprogram your subconscious mind. You got to write things down. We have 86,000 thoughts per day. So
all that stuff that you're writing down, when do you have time to go back to it?
Simple. During deep work hours, sometimes check my notebooks. Just little moments. It always pops up.
So you reflect, constantly write. So when you started your business, when can you say you started getting clarity?
Every day.